Hi everyone. Today we will learn about how to use the Google Teachable machine to study the architectural similarity between the buildings in 1905 Manila and those in the United States during the same period. This tool will help us to train a simple AI models to recognize and compare the visual patterns in historical architecture. Let's get started. So first of all, why we need to compare the 1905 Manila with the American architecture? Well, as a US colony, Manila experienced the City Beautiful movement, which replicated the Residence Grand plans and the Chicago school style. From the neoclassical government buildings to the street layouts, those American design was implicated, creating a unique colonial hybrid architecture. Therefore, we will compare the American-style buildings with a pre-city planning buildings, using the teachable machine to analyze the similarity between the layers and the photographs of the city planning. Teachable machine is a free web-based tool by the Google that let you train a simple image, sound models without any coding. Given that we are working with the historical photos, so we will use the image project option. I think this app is a very useful app for the student who didn't know how to use the coding. I think it's very useful for students to use, and it is very flexible that you can simply upload the image into it. Before we using the teachable machine, we need to have three sets of folders. First, we need to create a pre-1898 Manila architecture folders, and then a 19th American architecture folders, and then the last one is the 1905 city planning buildings of Manila. And we need to put more than 10 photos in each folders. And we need to store some relevant photos in there. Here is a tips. We can use the Wikidata website or Google to find some high quality photos. This will maximize the function of the machine analysis in the period of time. Here I put more than 10 photos in each folder. To starting up the teachable machine, we need to go to Google and then we search for teachable machine. And then we click the first one and click get started. And here we have three options to choose. First one is the image project, second one is the agile project, and the last one is the post project. Because today we are having a historical image research, so we will click the first one, image project. So here you can see there have two classes, class 1 and class 2, and then we can rename it. In here, we can rename it to be the pre-1898 Manila architecture, the 19th of the American architecture. We can upload the files. So I upload the pre-1898 Manila architecture file into it. And in the right hand side, it shows the 11th image sample. And the American architecture, I have select 10 of the samples, and then we can click the train model. And we wait for a few minutes. And you can see in the right hand side, there have a preview, and we can click the button of the webcam, and then we change to the files. And we can put the third folders, which is the 1905 the city plan of the Manila, and then we can choose the image and put it into it. After we drop one of the image into the preview, we can see the result. The output can show that it is 93%, which is very similar to the 19th American architecture, and then there have only 7% is likely to the pre-1898 Manila architecture. The results were remarkably insightful. The model identified 7% 1898 Manila architecture, which reflecting the Spanish colonial remnants, and 93% American colonial era influence. I think it's very useful that the teachable machine can judge based on the style and the shape of the buildings. I highly recommend people to use the teachable machine for some fun exploration. For example, you could import some pictures of the Disney characters into the teachable machine, then turn on your webcam to see which character most resemble to you, which would be a very fun interactive experience. If you are a art history student, you could import some paintings of a similar style and have teachable machine analysis how similarity they are and give you a percentage. This can help you gain a deeper understanding of the content and the difference between the different painting styles. In short, I do think that the teachable machine is a very powerful and useful tool that can help you turn ideas into practical application. That's the end of my sharing. Hope you guys can know how to use the teachable machine. Thank you.